Thank you, my darling.
Hi everybody, my name is Dr. Betty Uribe. I am a business doctor. I take sick businesses and make them healthy. I have been doing turnarounds in everything in my life since I was very young. I remodeled a engine with these hands all by myself at the age of 19. But that's not what I'm here to talk to you about. I want to tell you about a story. You inspired me to tell a story that I don't tell publicly. I was in my office getting ready to retire for the first time because I have lived a life of my dreams now for the last 4 years. Before the age of 40, I had 9 properties in Orange County, California, and if you know Orange County, California, you know how expensive it is. I also had a 111-acre ranch in Texas, fully paid for, and $1 million cash in the bank by the time I was 40 years old. Now you got to understand where I came from, because I came from nothing. That's not the story I'm going to tell you, but it's important for you to know that I am an immigrant and I came from Bogota, Colombia, and I had absolutely nothing after moving here with my mom and my 3 brothers, and she was getting away from being killed by my father, a drunk, a alcoholic man who was extremely successful. So we came here to be poor. I had absolutely nothing when I came at 12. I cleaned houses and babysat. And I've moved to different places, and I believe that God has just really done an amazing job in my life and really transformed my life in everything that I do. So now here's the story, which is only one example of so many different stories of where I have been taken. I was stabbed on the shoulder. I was going to retire because I wrote a book called #Values. You can go to drbettyuribe.com and you can see it, purchase it, see all about me. Today is about you. It's not about me. So listen up, because this is going to show you what's possible for you. If somebody like me could get to there, you could get to anywhere. If you do it right and if you're completely aligned, if your life completely aligns. So I was going to go on this tour because the Vatican endorsed my book, and the Pentagon wrote the foreword for my book. And so I was getting paid $30,000 for a 1-hour keynote, and I felt like, okay, it's time to retire because I really don't have that much vacation as an executive in banking. I got tapped on the shoulder again, and they said, well, you know, you would really make a good U.S. Treasurer. Well, you have the background, and you have the financial savvy, and you know small business. You've been a serial entrepreneur since 19, and you have what it takes. So I interviewed the first time, and the first interview they said, and you reminded me of this, they said, well, I heard that they said in the first interview, before I came in, they said, we already have the next person. Why are you bringing this person to me? I didn't know better, so I just told my story. And it was during, nobody's recording, it was during the previous administration. And so when I went and interviewed with Mnuchin at the Treasury, when I went and interviewed with Ivanka Trump at the White House, when she greeted me at the door and said, Dr. Betty, I'm so excited to meet you. Mnuchin has just gone through and told me all about you. Can you please come in? Let me introduce you to my staff, all women. And here's this person, let me tell you about her life. Here's this person, let me tell you about her life. Here's this person, girl next door. Absolute girl next door. I got to work with her on her WGDP women's initiative, and we got to get women all over the country. I wasn't the treasurer. And so after Ivanka, she sent me this letter. She was the last interview. She sent me this letter. Dr. Betty, it was such an honor. It's going to be amazing to be working with you. This is after a series of interviews with everybody from the top to the down. I got to sign my name because my name was going to be on the $1. You know how on the $1 bill, the treasurer signs that bill. And when I signed it, the general manager said, "Oh my gosh, that's a pretty good signature. It's going to look great on the $1 bill." And then the president got impeached, and then it didn't happen. But I went anyway. And I knew by the time I got to the last interview that I wasn't the one that was chosen before when I first started, but I was the one that was chosen, so much so that we were getting the party together, the welcoming party together. Now, how did this happen? It happened because, I don't know if you've seen that I've been filming today. I've been filming to bring others here into the room, my followers. They get to see this. They get to understand and they get to learn. They're so grateful. They've been sending notes. Congratulations to each of you, the speakers. They're amazed by you. And I bring them with me everywhere because I get to come and stand at the table, but I get to bring others with me. I always bring others with me. How did this happen? Because I added value to somebody that thought, Dr. Betty, she's the person. I know that she has a good heart. I know that she loves the country. I know that she can make a difference. How did all of this happen? Again, being completely aligned. So my book is on values, and getting completely aligned is how I got to retire way earlier than I thought. And I just retired again from JP Morgan Chase. I did a turnaround in California. It was a $250 billion operation, turned it into $358 billion in 2.5 years. How do I do that? I come as myself. I don't come as the title. I just show up as myself. Am I afraid? Yes, we are all afraid. But you know what? I step into it and I do it anyway. You step into it. That's how I've gotten to the White House, to the Pentagon, to the highest communist official in China, where I spoke and I said, yes, God is my top value, God, family, education, health, and community, in that order. Can you make sure that God is on top? Because that's part of my life. I'm not here to preach to you. I'm just here to tell you who I am, and this is who I am, and this is who I surround myself with. So be careful who you surround yourself with. Surround yourself with eagles so that you can fly, and reach back and bring others with you. Never, ever, ever forget where you came from, because that keeps you humble. We are just a vessel, and that's it. And we get to be here to make a difference for others. So my passion project is, I bought a place in Cartagena. Yes, it's paid for, on the beach. It's absolutely beautiful. And I bring in and I customize a deep dive for women who are stuck in their business. We get stuck at 100,000, a million, 10 million, 100 million, or stuck in your life because you don't have alignment. I was able to do my 80th birthday toast 13 years ago when I started in my doctorate. And I said, I'm going to be in Cartagena, Colombia, and I'm going to have this and this and this and this by the time I'm 80. Do I look 80 to you? I've had exactly what I promised myself now, which is way decades before I'm 80. But the way that I've done it is alignment. And so I'm teaching people how to get unstuck, how to get yourself there. So Mirela is always asking for us to give a gift. So my gift to you is going to my website, take a look at it, drbettyuribe.com. On the right side of the website, it says Leadership in Paradise. I do a 5-day deep dive. It goes for $9,650. Yes, it's $9,650 because I customize it to you. I only bring 4 people in. And I just want 4 people who are really committed. So I can only do 2 today. If you want 50% off, you get it for $5,000. And it's up to you. I charge $1,000 for coaching and all of this stuff. So you get me for 5 days and I will pour it to you. So thank you so much. Live a life of values. Do it anyway. Reach back and bring others with you. Thank you, Nadine.